Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Divine Inspirations 888. I hope you're all doing well. Remember that healing on a soul level, it is so essential to your growth and your self-love, self-healing journey. Because when you think about the healing process of a soul level, it means like tapping into those things that really affected you from a child, like childhood wounds, childhood traumas, and when you're an adolescent, when you're a teenager, all these things. It is so essential for you to tap into these things and subconsciously healing these things so it is easier for you to move forward with your life. Even something as small as bed bugs. Let's just say you had bed bugs when you were little and you had to live with your grandma and, for whatever reason. And when you were older, you were able to move out, but then still, you were still stuck with that traumatizing memory of having bed bugs. And so you start to isolate yourself. You start to not want anybody over, and all because you did not heal from that trauma. So just finding ways to heal from any traumatic experiences that you experience in your life. It is so essential for your growth as a person to be able to live the life that you are destined to live. Heal these things, release these things, and grow and evolve into your best self. Healing process is not just something that you wake up one day and it is done. It's like a cut, for example. When you get cut, it takes time for it to start scabbing. And then once it scabs over and you leave it alone, then there's a scar, right? But it doesn't hurt anymore after it's healed, but there's still a scar. And trauma can also be that way. So when you experience something traumatic in your life, whether it was large or small, the impact of the trauma that you endured, you know what it is. You know the feeling, and you will know the steps that you need to take to heal it. Yes, you can be guided in the right directions with therapists and counseling and, journaling and all these things, but deep down inside you know how to heal you. Yes, you do. You know that making peace with these things, knowing that these things happened for you to learn how to heal. Because if these things didn't happen, you're not going to be clicking to know how to get over it, how to heal. This is why when challenges arise in your life as well, you click and you know how to solve them. Or you go to somebody who knows how to solve them. Same thing with trauma. Healing your trauma. It's so important. Because if you don't heal these traumas that has happened to you, as an adult, these things will spill over and reflect in your life. If you were traumatized as a child to be molested by either a foster parent or either a neighbor, uncle, whatever, auntie, whatever, that trauma will then manifest itself over in your life, your actions, right? You have to heal these things so you can live the life that you deserve to live. Not a life of running or numbing or escaping or, destructiveness, all because of one trauma, all because of one wound that happened that every single time the wound will heal, you will be picking at the scab. For example, of picking at the scab. You released yourself from somebody who used to abuse you. But picking at the scab will be going back to that person, talking to that person, knowing that it's a trigger. But that's picking at your scab. Knowing how to release these things and knowing that they happened for you, for your growth, and extract the positivity from it. Extract what you needed to learn from it to make yourself a better person. It could be anything that caused trauma to you, heal that. Heal that. It could be bed bugs. It could be trauma from animals, getting bitten by a dog. How you don't like dogs. How you don't like dogs and their generations. Right? Now you don't like the dogs and the dog's ancestors. Why? Because you were bitten by a dog. Yeah. So that trauma lingers. Heal that wound. One more thing about the dog. Let's say you were traumatized by a dog, you got bitten, and ever since then you just had this resentment inside of you about dogs. And then one day your spouse that you're with got a dog. Now you're caring for that dog. Now that dog is in your vicinity all the time. Right? So from that trauma that you experienced as a child, now as an adult, you have a dog. And even though you voice your opinion that, I'm traumatized from dogs and, it's best, you still ended up getting a dog. And even then, all that didn't heal the trauma. It made the trauma worse. And then you start to resent the dog that did nothing to you. Then you start to resent your partner for bringing the dog in, knowing that you had a trauma from dogs. And now the whole situation is a mess because you didn't heal that trauma. So now it spills over into your life. Healing your wounds, inner wounds, your soul wounds. Because when these things happen to you, it is hitting your soul. Heal the soul wounds. It could be anything. Instead of escaping, instead of numbing, focus on healing. That's the true freedom, is healing these things. Healing your trauma on a soul level. It is essential for your growth as a person. It will reflect in how you treat others. It will reflect in how you treat yourself. It will reflect in your life. It doesn't matter even if you feel like I'm burying it, I'm numbing it, I'm escaping it. It will still find its way to manifest itself. That's what trauma do. Healing is essential. Releasing is essential. Find ways, healthy ways. You know how. You do. It's in you. It's built in. These things happen to trigger, click, know how to heal. These things happen so you can learn, so you can grow. They happen for you. Extract that from it. Extract the good from these traumatic experiences that happen to you. They happen for you. Not to you. For you. And with that said, I hope that you were inspired, and I hope that you really learned something from this message and the importance it is to healing your trauma as a person and to be the best version of yourself. I hope that you're all having a wonderful day.